American Silver takes the first yesterday. First class, thousandaire. I've always liked collecting things, and it seems like the older I get, I don't like to have a lot of stuff, but I do like to have a lot of stuff. Is that a paradox? Sometimes I think working so much, collecting things, always being so busy is some kind of disorder. It makes me think of a saying. A normal person is just someone you don't know very well. The heck with that. Let's get weird. It's Sunday, July 6th, 2025. And I'm going to play around with some coins and chit-chat with you. Welcome back, friendo, to quite possibly the best YouTube channel. That's it, the best YouTube channel. Ugh, look at this mess. How are you today? Maybe let us know in the comments below. You buy anything cool recently? You making some moves? Getting more of that filthy fiat? Maybe you got some kind of wicked side hustle? Let us know about it. I'd like to read it. I got a couple side hustles myself. Nothing real lucrative, but maybe one day they'll scale up. I've made $44.60 so far in July, making videos with my coffee in the morning. A little over $7.40 a day. And it only takes me an hour or 3 to make a video. It's not bad. I haven't been real active on eBay lately, but I'm kind of working on that too. I don't plan on that scaling up real big, but it does make me more resourceful. But who knows? I might stumble upon something that works. It's possible if I stay at it. Oh, if you would, could you please hit that like button? Your likes expand this wealthy community of thousandaires. Somebody gave me this on the 4th. I just showed it to someone recently, and they thought it was real. Sometimes I just feel very alone in this world. And when I was at the 4th of July party, I didn't feel alone enough. Is that a paradox? Anyhow, this is a nice prop. I like it. I may even hang it on my wall. But what if I move? I'll have to unhang it. I don't know, but I guess I don't need to. I'm kind of wondering where the prices are going to move once the market reopens. What do I got? 5,400 subscribers to this channel. There's about 1,400 mercs in that jar back there. The goal is a 1-to-1 merc subscriber ratio so that I may have a physical representation of the audience. Yeah, so I only need 4,000 more for now. Okay, so it looks like that's about $10,800. Maybe I should post some things on eBay today. I do have some big plans, though. Walk in the sunlight for about an hour and drink a lot of water. I think I'll finally go through some of the pen pal letters. I got some comic books and sports cards I need to organize and figure out what I'm doing with them. Emmanuel 369 writes, "You still collect rocks, just shiny flat ones now. Cheers, friendo. Proud of you for the 6th Centenario pickup." Thank you. Emmanuel's been with us for a while now and was the first and maybe only to hold me to what I say. I shot off at the mouth talking about buying a Centenario every 6 months. And I think it was just before the 2nd Centenario, maybe the 3rd. I was slacking and not really thinking much about it. Emmanuel reminded me, so I scrambled and got back on track. And if you're watching, thank you. I guess you're a pretty good gold coach. I'm looking down at these right now and I just can't believe I have so many. And I'm going to stay in the fight until I get 20 of them. Perhaps even 22, because I can fit 22 in a capsule tube. It's crazy. I mean, part of me thought I would never even really get one of these. But I adapted. I made some changes. It's like I always say, if you're working all the time, you're stacking something. Bottle caps, cigarette butts, sandwich wrappers, fake friends, familiarity with the staff at restaurants, or maybe you're stacking wives and girlfriends. Maybe you stacked like 7 kids. That's okay. Don't try to return them. There's another part of the equation. We can always try to figure out how to make more. Not more children, but more filthy fiat. Pretty much none of us live up to our potential. And I'm not trying to get you to. I don't even want to live up to my potential. Makes me kind of exhausted just thinking about it. I do want to live up to much more of my potential, though. I'm just not so gung-ho I want to max it out. All right, the M.R Investor channel writes, "Oh, and I'll say first, I really like this channel. Maybe look for him in the comments below and check it out. Only issue I got, I wish he would make more videos." Anyway, he writes, "Great thoughts indeed. Everything will continue to go up." All right, I don't want to try to predict the future, what's going to happen with our money, our gold, our silver. I'm probably not qualified. I mean, after all, I still have a little hair left. But I remember my grandmother saying how bread was a nickel, a loaf. And now I'm pretty old. Well, maybe just old. Older. And I've noticed in my lifetime, prices always go up. In general, at least. Once in a while, you get a good gas price, or maybe a sale at a store, or a nice sandwich twofer at a drive-thru. But those have always been short-lived. So I think we can say safely and accurately, for generations, prices have been going up. So are we more likely to have more inflation, or perhaps even a devastating melt-up, than a deflationary depression? I mean, we do have the Fed now, who can lower interest rates and make money cheaper, so that it does not become so scarce that prices go down, people lose their jobs, prices go down even more people lose their jobs. Because theoretically, people without jobs ain't buying nothing. And if people aren't buying anything or buying significantly less, well, businesses don't need as many employees. And when more people lose their jobs, well, that's less people out spending. And it becomes a nasty spiral all the way down. You add AI on top of that, who knows, it could get even worse. But like I said, that's probably not going to happen now because we have the Fed. We didn't have the Fed during the Great Depression. Oh, hold on. We got the Fed in 1913. And the Great Depression was from 1929 to 1941. Wow, 12 years. And the Fed was there the whole time. So, could it happen again? My instinct is to say that it can. Why not? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, I work a crap job anyone could do. I got a low education. I'm not a Wall Street guy. I'm thinking it's much, much more likely everything will inflate. And there's less probability of a deflation. But I think the deflation would be much, much more painful. Imagine finally a robust dollar menu at your favorite drive-thru and very, very cheap gasoline. But you haven't had a job for 6 years. So your savings is whittled away. And we got 6 more years of depression to go. And maybe you have dignity and know how to act right when you do not have a lot. But how many of us are like that? And it would not take many to fall from grace to make things real uncomfortable. But let's say the government just paper prints into everyone's misfortune. You know, lots more social programs, lots more welfare to help people out during these hard times. Maybe even more rounds of stimmy checks and unemployment bonuses. Well, we know what that's going to do. It's going to inflate assets. And we've seen that in the past 5 years. We know what a few rounds of stimmy checks can do. We've lived it. But what if it's not just a few rounds? What if it takes a lot more for a lot longer to keep the people relatively peaceful? Remember, the Depression was 12 years. What if we had 7 or 8 years of stimmy checks? How fast would the prices of goods and services go up? And how fast would we have to spend our cash as soon as we get it before it gets significantly reduced in value over and over again? And what would be the premiums on things that we could buy that are proven, known ways of keeping your purchasing power during such an event? If everybody knows that's what you need to buy and that's what works and it's finite or scarce, well, why would they sell it to you when they could just keep it themselves? And I'm not just talking about gold or silver. I'm talking about any type of commodity that's not immediately perishable or very slowly perishable. Yeah, if they don't need to give it up and you want it, well, you're going to have to pay a premium. And a melt-up sounds nice if you already own these things. But from what I understand, say you buy stocks and inflation is rampant, the stock prices, they go up and fast. You feel like you're winning. But the prices of the things you need go up even faster. So measured in a collapsing currency, you're doing great. When it's time to eat and heat your home, well, you're not doing so good. You're trying to climb the rope of wealth, success, or let's just even say survival, and someone at the top is just introducing too much slack. You're climbing the rope fast, but slightly losing altitude as you go. And maybe you won't smash into the ground, but you're not climbing any higher. I don't know, just some thoughts with my coffee this morning. By all means, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hopefully you hit that like button. You're always generous with the likes, friendo. I'll do my part and keep making videos without selling out to bullion dealers and mining companies. It's so easy for people to tell you they're bullish when they're selling this stuff. No conflict of interest there. I'm not greedy. I'll slowly earn more while keeping my integrity. Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to care, or if it even matters at all. But if you're going to keep watching my videos, can you please hit that subscribe button? I want to see number go up. It makes me feel like I'm doing something or have done something. How would you like it if you were painting a wall the exact same color that it already was. How much satisfaction would you feel standing back and looking at it after you finished it? It's the same color. You'd be like, what's the point? Hit some buttons. I want to see some numbers go up. I'm not going to let you down. And I'm not going away or giving up unless it's out of my control. You know, you go through a green light, someone breezes through a red light. What can you do? But other than that, I'm here. And I will be getting bigger tables. But whatever, you don't need to be subscribed to stack along with me. One less dime I'll have to buy. No matter what, I appreciate you being here. And I mean it. If you enjoyed the chit-chat, keep the conversation alive in the comments below. I'd rather hear your predictions than mine. You're probably more qualified. I'll keep an eye out for it. But that's it. That is it! Thousandaire Radio, Wicked Show. Join the pen pals. You can now write me at The Thousandaire Collector, 1700 Sullivan Trail, Suite 7, Box 111, Easton, Pennsylvania, 18040. Don't forget to include your info so I can put you on my mailing list.